New here at 6 o'clock, an NBC5 investigative team has learned that a free-flowing gun pipeline between Georgia and Chicago has been shut down by federal authorities.
Unfortunately, not before an arsenal of illicit guns have made it to the streets and been used in violent crimes for years. Our investigative reporter Chuck Goudie is joining us now with how these guns were smuggled north. Chuck?
Stephen Allison, 5 men tied to Chicago street gangs appeared in a music video with machine guns hoisted over their heads. Guns they referred to by the code word pipe and themselves as the pipe lords, according to U.S. investigators. The men tonight facing federal charges accused of making legal gun buys in Georgia, then supplying the arsenal to their gang brothers in Chicago. This man accused of being at the top of the Chicago gang gun trafficking pyramid, 28-year-old Anthony Edmonds, seen here holding a Glock pistol that authorities say had been converted into a fully automatic machine gun. The beginning of the gun pipeline here in Athens, Georgia, where beginning in the year 2020, authorities say Edmonds fed a 785-mile pipeline to Chicago, where gang leaders were stockpiling weapons. According to newly filed federal charges in Georgia, Edmonds purchased guns from 5 different retail stores, falsifying paperwork and circumventing federal law. In custody now are 28-year-old Rafael Ralphie Enriquez, a Chicago gang operative with a violent criminal history stretching back more than a decade. And in custody, this Chicago man, 34-year-old Melvin Griffin, whose first gun arrest was 12 years ago. This music video, recorded in Georgia, is cited by federal prosecutors in their grand jury indictment, in which authorities say several of the accused Chicago gangbangers are seen brandishing Glock pistols that resemble those illegally bought for the pipeline. Investigators say the video, entitled Switchy, is a tribute to the illegal switches that turn regular pistols into fully automatic weapons. The alleged producer of the gun video is this man, 29-year-old accused Chicago gang member Elijah Lucina. He's a fugitive. And this 5th suspect, 28-year-old Keontis Reed, is also not in federal custody, but with good reason. The NBC Chicago investigative team has found Reed. He was arrested for shooting an unarmed 16-year-old boy in the head 4 months ago, near this intersection in South Bend, Indiana. Investigators say the killing may have occurred during a drug buy gone bad. Reed is now in local custody here at the St. Joseph County Jail, facing murder charges and being held without bond. Investigators have not revealed whether the .45 caliber pistol Reed is accused of using to kill the teenager was one of these, obtained through the Georgia to Chicago pipeline. ATF is the primary agency on the gun pipeline case. Agents from U.S. Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms tonight have pieced together a remarkable timeline of guns from Georgia and violent crimes in Chicago, beginning with gun shipments by car and even via checked luggage on commercial flights coming into O'Hare. The guns later used in murders, carjackings, armed robberies, or just for personal protection, which you may need if you're in that line of work.
But hopefully by shutting this pipeline down, hopefully that means less violent crime in Chicago?
You would hope so.
All right.